guess what came in the mail today? Our first Universal Yums. This month, South Korea. Let's check it out. Wow, check it out. Neat, huh, Curbs? Even my dog's happy about it. Welcome to Korea. There's a little booklet. It's like talks about the items. There's some stickers. We'll dive into those more later. And then we got all these different yummy kinds of treats. We'll add some videos as we explore some of these yummy things. All right, first up from our South Korean snack box from Universal Yums, we are going to try the honey butter flavored pretzels. Apparently they're crispy, buttery, and chewy. Let's give them a try. They smell sweet. All right, pass them along to the next. Let's give them a taste. All right. The little cute little pretzels. Like I said, smell sweet. They taste very sweet. What do you think, Zach?
That's delicious.
You think they're delicious?
Yeah. They remind me of Teddy Grahams.
Yeah. They kind of taste like Teddy Grahams for sure.
I like that a lot.
All right, honey buttered flavored pretzels. I wouldn't say I loved them. They were a different taste, not quite what I expected. A little sweeter. What did you think, Zach?
I thought they were pretty good. That's pretty much exactly what I was expecting them to taste like. I'd give them a solid 3 out of 4.
Yeah. I'm going with 2 out of 4. How about you, Jeremy?
They actually remind me of buttered popcorn, and I'd give it a 3 out of 4.
And Ronan did not like them and rated them a 1 out of 4. Wah, wah. Next up from the South Korean snack box from Universal Yums, we're going to try the cinnamon sugar wheat snack. Apparently they're crunchy, cinnamon, and sugar, and they're by Crown Churros. Let's give them a try. They smell very cinnamony. Let's see. They look like little tiny churros. All right, pass them along. And let's give them a taste. All right. Crunchy. Tastes a little oilier than I would expect.
Yeah.
They have a nice cinnamon taste, though. They're pretty airy.
Yeah. They taste like Crustos from Taco Bell. From Taco Time. Ronan likes them.
Ronan likes them. He went for the bag again. All right, cinnamon sugar wheat snack. I'm giving these a 3 out of 4. I like the flavor. I like the texture. The only thing that I didn't love was that they're a little bit oily. What did you think, Zach?
Yeah, same. I thought they were a little oily, but I thought they were a very good cinnamon flavor, very balanced. Like not too sweet, but still has that cinnamon flavor to it. I thought
And you gave them a 4?
I gave them a 4, yeah.
And Ronan loved them. He gave them a 4 and went for a second helping. And what did you think, Jeremy?
I give it a 2. It was just because of the texture. I wasn't fussy over the texture.
All right, next up from South Korea, we are going to try the blueberry flavored sweet and sour chewy candy. Okay, it looks kind of like individual little packages of gum. And let's see if we open it up. And it does look like a little piece of gum. And this is called Delcum Blueberry Soda. And it's supposed to be fizzy, fruity, and juicy. Let's try it. You're definitely hit with the sour right away. All right, the blueberry soda fizzy, fruity, juicy candy. I think all across the table we gave it a 3 out of 4. I found it a little sour, but not unbearable, just kind of enough to hit you at those back of the cheeks. Nice flavor though. I could definitely enjoy a few of those. What do you think, Zach?
It was the perfect amount of sourness for me. I thought it was really good.
Yeah. What do you think, Jeremy?
It could be more sour. I like really sour stuff. And it was pretty good. If you really like chewy stuff, you'll love this.
Yeah, you found it a bit too chewy, but I thought it was
Yeah,
perfect.
like
I
high
like chewy
chews,
candy.
yeah,
Kind of
yeah.
like a high chew.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, looked like a bubble gum, but definitely a candy. Next up from South Korea is these Chocoheim Choco Hazelnut Wafer Sticks. And in the little booklet, it recommended that you put them in the fridge or the freezer and eat it cold. And it also recommends a cold glass of milk. We're not going to do the milk, but we're going to try them cold. So we've just popped them out of the fridge. We're going to open them up, see what they look like. Oh, there's 3 individual packages in there. And then a bunch of little wafers inside each one. All right, let's give this Choco Hazelnut Wafer Cookie a try. Ronan decided to go get a glass of milk so he can let us know what it's like with milk. The outside is very dry. You don't get a ton of chocolate flavor though. You don't really taste the hazelnut. Kind of bland, to be honest. All right, Choco Hazelnut Wafer Cookies. I gave it a 2.5. It was a little bland. It was a little dry. You don't get a lot of that chocolatey flavor. Ronan gave it a 4. He had the cold glass of milk with it. He said it was really good when you dip it. And Zachary, what? You gave it a 2, and then once you dipped it, you gave it a 3?
I gave it a 2 out of 4, but once I dipped it in the milk, I give it a 3 out of 4. It just helps with it being very dry.
Yeah,
That's
it
my
is.
one problem with it.
Very dry. Almost sticks to your mouth. It's
Yeah.
so dry. What did you think, Jeremy?
I gave it a 2 just because I'm not fussy. I don't like milk, and so I'm not going to dip it. And dry, it just was this
Kind of blah.
dry. It was
Yeah.
too dry for me.
All right, next from South Korea, we're going to try these Happy Moments Choco Pie Black Sugar Milk Tea. So we only have this one. It kind of looks like a wagon wheel. So we're going to pop it on this plate and cut it up so we can all give it a try. All right, cut this up. Give it a whirl. It's a little crumbly. Doesn't cut super smooth. Definitely looks like a wagon wheel. For all of our Canadian friends, as I don't know if wagon wheels are universal or not. But like I said, it's kind of crumbly, sort of falling apart a bit. I'm going to pass these on and give it a try. Well, I would have loved to say that I loved the choco-coated tea biscuits with marshmallow cream filling, but I can't say that I loved it. I don't know if it's the black sugar milk tea. I'm not a boba tea kind of fan, but it was okay. Crumbly, very dry. I gave it a 2 out of 4, and Ronan gave it a 2 out of 4, and Zach gave it
A 3 out of 4. I thought it was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I think Ronan said he's not a wagon wheel fan, so he didn't really love it. And I'm not a huge marshmallow fan either. So what did you think, Jeremy?
2.
All right, there you have it, folks. The cocoa pie, not the biggest success so far. Well, this one has some cute packaging. So this is from South Korea, and this is chocolatey corn snack with coconut flakes. So it says it's chocolatey, it's coconutty, and it's funny looking. So I know the package is really cute. I'm not really sure what this little girl is doing here. I think she's trying to say, get in my mouth. But let's give it a try. Okay, so chocolate corns. It definitely has a look that I wasn't expecting. If you like Cheetos, they kind of look like Cheetos. But if you are a dog owner, they look like something else. Anyways, let's give it a try. Okay, so our review on the chocolate corns, I have to say, they actually tasted pretty darn good. They taste like a chocolate Cheeto. It's light and fluffy and airy, had a nice chocolatey taste. However, if it had a different look, I would have given it a 4. So I gave it a 3 because it literally looked like dog turds. Ronan gave it a 2. Didn't love it. And what did you think, Zach?
Pretty much the same as you, 3 out of 4. It looked a little off-putting, but it actually tastes pretty good. Nice and light and airy. I liked it quite a bit.
Yeah. What do you think, Jeremy?
I give it a 3. And again, if it wasn't for how it looked, I'd probably give it a 4. Just remind me of my dog pooping.
Next from South Korea, we are going to try these Nam Malang Peach, and they're peach flavored gummies. Apparently they're gummy, fruity, and peachy. So let's see. Oh, they actually have a nice little opening.
Is it Ziploc?
It's like a little Ziploc.
Oh.
Ooh, they're really cute. They're like little heart-shaped little bums, little bum peaches. All right, let's try these little peach bums. Mmm, juicy. All right, I think we all really liked these ones. We all gave it 4. They kind of taste like a sour peach without the sour. They were nice and juicy. They almost had like a liquid, almost like a gusher in the middle, but not really. It was just a different emulsification, so it wasn't as gummy as it was on the outside. But really nice texture, really nice flavor. What did you think, Zach?
I thought it was perfect all around. 4 out of 4. Like, the flavor was great, the texture was great. Aside from kind of looking like a,
Yeah.
An
Well, they
ass.
looked like a bum or perhaps a
Peach.
peach.
Perhaps.
Yeah, or something else. But yeah, they were really delicious.
Yeah.
Yum, yum. All right, next up from South Korea, we are going to try these Crown Sando strawberries. And we read the little story. It talked a lot about how Japan had different kinds of seasonal fruit and whipped cream, and this was kind of where it was inspired a little bit. So strawberry cream sandwich cookies. So let's check them out. Oh, there's like individual little packages inside. Ooh, you can smell the strawberry right away. It sort of hits you in the face as soon as you open it. And there's 3 little cookies inside. And this is what they look like. And now we're going to give them a try. So the strawberry cream sandwiches, not bad. Nice flavor. We all kind of think it reminds us of strawberry Pocky. Tastes pretty much the same. I gave it a 3 out of 4 only because like the taste was really nice and light, really strawberry. But the cookie part is really dry and crumbly. So I didn't love the texture of the cookie, but otherwise it was great. Ronan gave it a 4 out of 4. And what about you, Zach?
I gave it a 4 out of 4 as well. I thought it was pretty good. It was a little crumbly, but I thought it was like good crumbly in my opinion. I enjoyed it.
What'd you think, Jeremy?
I give it a 3 out of 4 just because it's too crumbly for me.
All right. Next from South Korea. I cannot pronounce this. It is spelled TTEOKBOKKI snack. It's hot and sweet wheat and rice snack. It says it's hot, spicy, and sweet. None of us are really big hot and spicy fans, but we vow to give it a try because we're not pussies and we give things a try.
Let's do it.
So here goes. Let's check it out.
Let's do it.
All right. Well, you can... I don't know exactly what it smells like. It smells almost like a Cheeto at first. And this is what it looks like. So
Kind of looks like a Cheeto.
similar to like a noodle maybe, or Cheeto. It's hollow. Here goes. Well, we're a little perplexed on what this tastes like. It tastes like honey at first. It's very sweet. It's almost like a sugar coating. And then you kind of have this like, almost like a corn chip, but not really. And then it hits you with a little bit of spice on your tongue. But it's not ridiculously spicy at all. Definitely not even as bad as some other snacks that we've had. I give it a 2 out of 4. It's definitely not something I'd be like, oh, I have to get a bag of these and snack on it, but not a bad snack. No. Ronan was very hesitant to try it, but did try it in the end and gave it a 1. Definitely did not enjoy it. Zachary, what was your thoughts?
I thought it was all right. I gave it a 2 out of 4. Like, it wasn't, like you said, the flavor kind of hard to nail down. It was sort of just sweet and then heat. Like I couldn't really find a flavor there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't bad.
What is it?
It wasn't bad though. I would eat those again. Like it's not terrible.
And what do you think, Jeremy?
I really liked them. I give it a 3 out of 4, and I could just see myself sitting down and just eating the whole bag.
All right. Well, our last South Korean snack is, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but bulgogi. It looks like pushu bulgogi flavored noodle snack. And it says, don't boil it, smash it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to give it a smash. All right. So we got our noodles all crushed up. See? And ooh, I don't know if I love the smell of bulgogi, but we're going to add our little flavoring here. Oh, I really don't like the smell of this. So it says you put the flavoring in and then you shake it up. I don't know about this one. All right, but I vowed to try everything, so I'm going to try it. Here's my noodle. Here goes. Nope. I don't like that. Nope. All right. Well, I'm giving these bulgogi flavored noodle snacks, which are crunchy, shaky, and beefy, according to the package, a 1 out of 4. But I will start with a disclaimer that I do not like ramen noodles to begin with, and I'm not a big meat lover, so not my favorite snack. Interesting. It wasn't terrible. It smelled worse than it tasted, if that makes sense. Zachary didn't try them because he's a vegetarian, so he doesn't eat meat at all. Ronan gave it a whirl and thought it was like a 3 out of 4. Kind of reminded him of barbecue chips, which are nice. And it definitely, once he said that, I definitely have more of that barbecue chip thought. And what do you think, Jeremy?
I remind me of barbecue chips, so I give it a 3 out of 4. I'd give it a 4 if it wasn't for this warning on the package.
Yeah, might cause cancer and
reproductive
harm. Luckily, our things that we reproduced are already here, so we're good. All right, well, thanks for joining us for our very first Universal Yums South Korea. As you can see, we ate everything that was in the box. We tried all of the 10 snacks. And we all get to divide the stickers now. No one had the too picky sticker, so that's good. Everyone tried it, except for obviously Zachary didn't try the meat one because he's vegetarian, so we'll let him have a pass on that one. Really enjoyed the little book that came along with it that explained all of the different snacks. We'll read some of the trivia and stuff as well to add to our video, and hope you enjoyed it. We're looking forward to doing next month. We don't know what next month is. We got to pick the first month, but the next month is a total surprise to us. So come back next month and watch us try other yummy snacks. All right, with our first Universal Yums, we went to South Korea. Please ignore the chomping sounds in the background. Our dogs have decided that we had treats, so they better get eating too. Anyways, one of the things we really liked about this box is it comes with this cute little book. And in it, there's some information. It says, "We warmly welcome your mouth to Korea." And it talks about things like, if this is your first trip with us, which it is, before you dive in, here are a few tips to help you make the most of your Universal Yums adventure. Grab a pen, turn over the map to start rating snacks on the Yum scorecard, which you'll see in our video. Turn on the tunes. It's really cool. There's actually a Spotify playlist representing songs and music from South Korea, which is really neat. You can listen along. We listen to that as well. And when you're finished, you can turn to the back of this booklet and you can actually let Universal Yums know what you think about the snacks. One of the things that's in here is some fun things about different words, like a popular saying in South Korea is, if someone in South Korea says you're licking the outside of a watermelon, and of course it writes that in South Korean, but I can't say that, it means you're only scratched the surface. The good stuff is still underneath. And I really think that's really cool. So remember, when you're only licking the outside of the watermelon, you can still go deeper. There's more good stuff as you get deeper. It also tells you how to say yum in Korean, which looks like nyam nyam. It's meant to sound like a person enjoying a meal, which is cool. It talks a bit about the flavors, kimchi and gongchua. I don't know if I'm saying any of that correctly, but they're delicious examples of how they like to mix spice with fermentation, which is good for your gut and your taste buds. And then it goes into a few different dishes. It talks about what people would typically have for lunch, what they might have for breakfast, dinner, and dessert. And then it even has some fun trivia, which we played this fun trivia game as a family. We didn't take scores, so we're not really sure who won, but I think it was Zachary. Ronan as a close runner-up. And then it goes into details of all of the different snacks. So it has a complete description. It talks about each snack, where they were created, where they were inspired, all that kind of thing. There's some really cool recipes, tips. Like I said, here's some more recipes. And then they even go into, this one talks about K-pop stars and some of their favorite foods. And then there's a bit more trivia about corn dogs. And then it talks about how Japan influenced South Korea and vice versa. And then it talks about the person who wrote the little book. And then you get a finish and you're done, which is really cool. So thanks for watching.